Hey everyone, and welcome back to my channel. Today, we're going to be diving into the fascinating world of radiators and exploring the question, what is the temperature of a radiator? Now, before we jump in, I want to make it clear that this video is not about setting your radiator to the perfect temperature for your home. Instead, we're going to be looking at the science behind how radiators work and what factors influence their temperature. We'll be covering topics like the different types of radiators and how they operate, the role of water temperature and flow rate in determining radiator temperature, how external factors like room size and insulation affect radiator temperature, safety considerations when it comes to radiator temperature. So, if you're curious about the science behind radiators and want to learn more about how they work, then stick around. I'm excited to share my knowledge with you and answer any questions you might have along the way. Let's get started. The temperature of a radiator can vary depending on several factors, including the type of engine, the driving conditions, and the ambient temperature. However, in general, a radiator should operate at a temperature between 180 and 200 degrees Fahrenheit, 82 and 93 degrees Celsius. There are several reasons why a radiator might fail. Some of the most common causes include, like any other component in your car, the radiator is subject to wear and tear over time. The constant exposure to heat and pressure can eventually take its toll, leading to cracks, leaks, or corrosion. The cooling system is a closed loop, and it's important to ensure that all of the components are in good working order. If the coolant level is low, or if the thermostat is malfunctioning, it can put extra strain on the radiator and lead to premature failure. Over time, dirt, debris, and insects can build up on the outside of the radiator, blocking airflow and reducing its ability to dissipate heat. This can cause the radiator to overheat and eventually fail. Road debris, such as rocks and sticks, can damage the radiator fins, causing leaks or reducing its efficiency. The radiator cap is responsible for maintaining the pressure in the cooling system. If the cap is faulty, it can allow coolant to leak out or boil over, which can damage the radiator. The radiator is a critical component of your car's cooling system, and it's important to keep it in good working order. By understanding the causes of radiator failure, you can take steps to prevent it from happening and ensure that your car's engine stays cool and operates efficiently. The coolant level in your radiator should be checked regularly, at least once a month. If the level is low, it could indicate a leak in the system. Add coolant as needed to maintain the proper level. The coolant in your radiator should be checked for strength at least once a year. This can be done with a hydrometer, which is a tool that measures the specific gravity of the coolant. The specific gravity should be between 1.050 and 1.075. If the specific gravity is too low, it means that the coolant is not strong enough and should be replaced. The coolant in your radiator should also be examined for condition. It should be clear and free of debris. If the coolant is cloudy or brown, it should be replaced. The cooling system in your car should be flushed every 2 years or 30,000 miles. This will help to remove any rust, scale, or other debris that may have accumulated in the system. No, it is not safe to drive with a defective radiator. A defective radiator can cause your engine to overheat, which can lead to serious damage. If you suspect that your radiator is defective, have it checked by a qualified mechanic as soon as possible. The radiator is a heat exchanger that is used to cool the engine coolant. The coolant circulates through the engine, absorbing heat. The coolant then flows through the radiator, where it is cooled by air that is flowing through the radiator fins. The cooled coolant then returns to the engine, and the cycle repeats.